November 9th, 2019, Minneapolis, Minnesota. The Minnesota Golden Gophers take on the Penn State Nittany Lions for the Governor's Victory Bell, a trophy with very little history between two teams with weird name prefixes. This game, however, means something. Minnesota and Penn State are both undefeated with 1 minute and 9 seconds remaining before the clock times out. Minnesota needs a hold to get their first top 5 win in nearly 20 years, while Penn State needs to score in order to keep their college football playoff hopes alive. To grasp the moment, we need to take a moment back in time. Too far. Let's try that again. That's somehow worse. Here we go. Both these teams had made to this position by winning all their games. It's just Minnesota barely squeaked by their non-conference opponents before, admittedly, smothering their conference opponents. Minnesota was firmly in fraud category until they played a good team. And that's where Penn State comes in. They're one heck of a team. In back-to-back weeks, they've beaten the number 17 Hawkeyes in Iowa City and handled that team up north. Big Blue was number 16. Minnesota was the next big test for this seasoned Nittany Lion program. And here's where I admit my bias. I was at that game. I was wearing maroon. I was nervous as heck to see the biggest game in TCF Bank history. I still believe that this game should have hosted College Game Day, but we'll get that eventually. So let's see what the coaching crew has to say.
Oh, wow. All right. That's a lousy pick, but they sink the boat.
3 out of 4 like the Nittany Lions. With the bank cloaked in maroon, kickoff was underway. 34 seconds into their first possession, Penn State Sean Clifford throws deep down the field, only to have the ball end up in the hands of Antoine Winfield Jr. You may recognize him as this kid, or as this grown man.
Well, sometimes you mess with fire, you get burned.
That's going to be a recurring theme in this game. Some real NFL talent was produced out of this game, including some of these guys. Speaking of this guy, here he is running down the sideline after a pocket pass from resident senior citizen quarterback Tanner Morgan. Minnesota's play-by-play announcer Mike Grimm hits us with a classic.
Blitz from the corner comes, picked up by Brooks. They want to go deep to Bateman. He's out there, he's got it! Down the sideline, they go! 30, 20, 10! The place has gone nuclear!
Little side note here, can we give Mike Grimm some love for the win a pie for it moment he had? I know he doesn't like that call, but it will be ever stuck in my Gopher lexicon. I love this man. Anyway, Penn State doesn't lie down. They are, in fact, the higher-ranked team in this matchup, and running back Journey Brown runs for 45 yards to the house. Minnesota strikes back, a bubble from Chris Ottman-Bell for 21 yards. After a field goal and a quarter change, Penn State has the ball and are looking to take the lead when peace advocate Antoine Winfield Jr. gets his second interception of the night.
Toss one out near side, May there. Intercepted! Gophers have picked it off! It's Winfield down the sideline to the 35! His second INT of the day!
Minneapolis native Tyler Johnson catches this absolute beauty to take the Gophers up 21-10. That's so nice, we need to see it twice. After a Nittany Lion field goal and some uninteresting football, Minnesota has the ball with 7 minutes and 49 seconds left in the third. Shannon Brooks fumbles the ball, and Penn State catches a break. They use that momentum to find Nick Bowers across the middle for a score.
And it's a touchdown. Great fake by Clifford and Nick Bowers.
Minnesota is only up by 5. Surprisingly, the Gopher offense does not slow down, as Morgan finds Bateman, bringing Minnesota inside the 5. To start the fourth quarter, Seth Green calls his own number in the Wildcat, bringing the score to 31-19 Minnesota.
Bowers his head again. Touchdown, Minnesota.
With their backs against the wall, Penn State brings the ball down to the 8-yard line. On fourth down, Clifford tries KJ Hamler in the corner, but Chris Williamson knocks the ball away. Turnover on downs.
Williamson had the coverage, and Minnesota takes over on downs.
Minnesota does what Minnesota does best and milks the clock away. They punt the ball with 6 minutes to go. Clifford makes some nice throws, including this one to Pat Fryermuth for first down. Clifford keeps displaying his arm as he rifles one down the middle to Jahad Dotson to the 15-yard line. Penn State bullies itself down to the 6 before handing the ball off to Journey Brown for the touchdown.
Look like they did. Journey Brown walks in.
But wait, let's look at this again. Doesn't the clock hit 0? The refs continue their role play of the 3 blind mice, and play continues. Minnesota has the lead and needs to waste the next 4 minutes to take a rare ranked victory. Future Cowboy Micah Parsons takes down Tanner and forces a punt. KJ Hamler muffs the punt, but a teammate falls on the ball. Penn State needs to go 75 yards in just under 3 minutes. Minnesota is up by 4, and Sean Clifford took that challenge personally, finding Jahad Dotson splitting the safeties and finding space all the way down to the 10-yard line. Clifford finds Journey Brown down at the 2. Flag on the play.
Pass interference. Offense number 11. 15.
Offensive pass interference. 1 minute and 14 seconds. 2nd and 24. A moment in time.
Tremendous college player at Ohio State. 3-man rush. Clifford again has time. Throws, and it is intercepted in the end zone by Jordan Howden.
I hope you like what you saw. If you did, give me a like and subscribe. Obviously, I'm a Gophers fan. I want to start making some more Gopher and Big Ten content. I'm thinking a controversial win over a longtime rival, or maybe a new member of the Big Ten country and their weird moment with the Buffs. Let me know what you think down below. Thanks for watching.